Chapter 15 Shri Gurudev Dutt Parabrahmane Namaha. An account of pilgrimage by Shri Guruji. Siddhamuni resumed narrating Shri Gurucharitra to devoted Namadharaka who had a keen interest in listening. Referring to him, he said, "Hey, the most distinguished disciple Namadharaka, your devotion towards Guru is worth appreciating and is boundless. One may be a great ascetic, but unless he practices devotion towards Guru, he is deprived of eternal knowledge. You are the most fortunate one for being blessed with an opportunity to cultivate devotion towards Guru. One does not get such an opportunity so easily. You have questioned me as to why Shri Guruji stayed alone secretly at Vaidyanath. Listen to what I have to say. Your knowledge shall be enriched by listening to that. While Shri Guruji stayed at Vaidyanath Kshetra, his glory spread far and wide. Due to that, a large number of devotees started worshipping Guruji for selfish ends. Sages, virtuous ones, and devotees started flocking at the feet of Guruji in a large number with a view to making progress on the spiritual path. Besides these aspirants, a few other wicked ones, cheats, hypocrites, irreligious, and selfish people also started visiting Guruji with selfish motives, pretending themselves to be the real disciples and devotees, thereby troubling him. The ever dissatisfied selfish ones with higher expectations, greed, and motives also used to come to Guruji and bother him too much. Shri Guruji used to confer boons and bless devotees according to their sentiments and devotion. Shri Guruji, who took cognizance of the varying tendencies among different people who were coming to him on different pretexts, wanted to get alienated from them and get freed from the trouble by selfish people and stay secretly at Vaidyanath Kshetra for some time. Till that period, he wanted to send his disciples for pilgrimage. With that motive in mind, he called his disciples to him and spoke to them thus: My dear disciples, all of you must depart from here today for undertaking pilgrimage. You must visit all the well-known holy places on the earth and observe the pilgrimage rituals as per the scriptures. I shall be arriving at Sri Shaila in Bahudhanya Nam Sanvatsar as part of my pilgrimage. At that time, all of you should join me at Sri Shaila and stay at that place. The disciples were greatly disturbed and disappointed after hearing the dictum from Guruji, as they were not at all willing to get separated from the holy company of Shri Guruji for some time. Together they pleaded before Guruji thus: O the Master of the universe, our Vedas and scriptures have vociferously declared that the lotus feet of Guru are the abode of all the holy places. We do not know any other God than you. Only those unfortunate ones who are deprived of the company of Guru need to go on pilgrimage and get purified. We do not wish to go on pilgrimage abandoning the lotus feet of Guru, which is the confluence of all holy tirthas and equivalent to wish-fulfilling tree. Kindly do not send us for pilgrimage. Please do not disown us. Thus they pleaded with deep feeling of agony. Then Shri Guruji advised them thus: Dear disciples, you have been initiated into an ascetic life. There is a regulation that the ascetics should not stick to any one place continuously for more than 5 days. You should indulge in pilgrimage till the mind settles down. One who conquers his mind moves closer to God. The disciple should abide by Guru's words with uttermost faith. There only lies disciples' well-being. That itself is supreme religion. Guru is a shining example of living religion. I have told you to go on pilgrimage to get yourself enriched with worldly knowledge. Therefore, it is in the fitness of things that you shall go on pilgrimage. None of the disciples was ready to go against the dictum of Guruji. They thought like this: the word of Guru is the ultimate truth. One accomplishes everything by adhering to Guru's words. There lies the grace of Guru in his words. After thinking deeply this way, all of them got ready for pilgrimage. As such, they requested Guruji to throw light on the sacred places which they ought to visit, the manner of performance of pilgrimage, the rituals that are to be observed, the manner of conduct, and deliberations at those places. To facilitate the disciples to undertake the pilgrimage in a befitting manner, Guruji explained to them the order of visiting holy places in this way. My dear disciples, in the whole universe, the holy Kashi has the fame of being the king among the sacred places. You need to go there and serve Ganga Bhagirathi and acquire infinite gains. By undertaking a journey to Prayag, a confluence of Ganga Yamuna rivers, you can earn twofold benefits. By taking a bath in the village of Prayag Kshetra, the pilgrim enters the eternal world with his ancestors effortlessly. You must also go on pilgrimage to 15 villages of celebrated Varun Kushavati, Krishnaveni, Sharavati, Vipashka, Vitasta, Marudridha Askani, Madhumati, Payasvini, Grihatavati, and 15 villages located at Devanandi. By taking a bath in Chandrabhaga, Revati, Sharayu, Vedika, Kaushike, Nityajala, Mandakini, Mahanadi, Brihad Sahasra Vaktra, Purna Yusha, Bahuda, Varuna rivers, one earns abundant religious merit. By taking a dip at the confluence of rivers, one gets the virtue of Triveni Sangam. Besides, one has to take bath in the following sub-holy places: Pushkara Tirtha, Vairochini Tirtha, Rameshwar Setu Banda Tirtha, Purushottam Tirtha. It is also necessary to take bath in holy places of Naimisharanya and other sub-tirthas which are located there. Taking bath in Nandi Tirtha, Ganga Tirtha, Badrinarayana Tirtha, Kurukshetra Tirtha, and Shri Shaila Tirtha is must for disciples. If one offers oblation to ancestors after having bath in Mahalaya Tirtha, the way is cleared for ancestors to enter the heaven. If one takes bath in Kedar Tirtha, Pushkara Tirtha, Koti Tirtha, Narmada Tirtha, Matrikeshwara Tirtha, Kubja Tirtha, Kokamukha Tirtha, Prasada Tirtha, Vijaya Tirtha, Pulindra Tirtha, Koti Tirtha of Gokarna, Shankarna, and other Tirthas, one gains unlimited auspicious merit. Ayodhya, Mathura, Kanchi, Dwaravati, Gaya, Shaligrama Tirtha, Shumbhala Tirtha, these Tirthas have been considered as 7 Tirthas of liberation. You also need to complete pilgrimage of pond of river Godavari. One must have bath in Bhimeshwar Tirtha of Manjira confluence, Kushatarpan Tirtha of confluence of Godavari and sea and offer oblation. One must also complete pilgrimage to 4 villages located on the bank of river Purna, 15 villages of banks of river Krishnaveni rivers, Pandharpur, Matulinga, and Gangapur Tirthas are extremely meritorious to acquire virtues. Gangapur Kshetra is on the confluence of Bhima and Amarja rivers. When the star Jupiter enters Sinha Rashi, a bath here is advisable as it blesses one with material prosperity and spiritual ecstasy. So also on the auspicious occasion of Karakataka Sankramana and Makara Sankramana, bathing here is very meritorious. One should bathe at 8 tirthas of Gangapur, the most blissful and merit conferring Kakini confluence kshetra that is on the banks of river Bhima, river Tungabhadra, river Varada, and the confluence of river Malaprabha. From there you should proceed towards Nivritti Sangam and have bath. Certain principles need to be followed while taking holy dip in rivers. After Karakataka Sankranti rivers, water are supposed to get polluted for 2 months. Similarly, 10 days in Grishma Ritu are also not auspicious for holy dip. It is advisable for one to avoid holy bath on such restricted days. You also should take bath in the auspicious confluence of rivers Bhima and Krishna. Afterwards, you must finish bath in Nivritti confluence and Patal Ganga. You should complete bath with a devoted mind in the confluence of Lingalaya, where river Krishna joins sea, and also confluence where river Kaveri joins sea. Have bath in Tamraparni and river Krichamala without fail. You will get liberated from all your sins by bathing at a place where rivers Payasvini and Bhavanashini get merged into a sea. From there, you should proceed toward Sheshadri Kshetra, Shri Ranganatha Kshetra, and worship Lord Padmanabha. After that, you must visit Trinamali Kshetra. There you must take darshan of Mother Kanyakumari and have bath in Matsya Tirtha. You must necessarily visit Pakshi Tirtha, Rameshwara, Dhanusha Koti Tirtha, Kaveri Tirtha, Purushottama Tirtha, Koti Tirtha, and Mahalakshmi Tirtha of Kolhapur. There at Kolhapur you must take darshan of God Narsimha and Sadashiva. You need to observe penance in Bhillavadi, which is located on the bank of river Krishna and in the vicinity of goddess Bhuvaneshwari. You must take bath in the confluence of Varuna and worship Lord Sangameshwara there. You will be immensely benefited if you take bath in Rishashram, which is on the banks of river Krishna and Panchaganga confluence of Narasobhavadi. You must also visit Yugalaya and Shurapalaya Tirthas. You shall get rid of all your flaws by taking a bath at the place Chaya Bhagavati, which is centered at the confluence of Krishna Malaprabha rivers. You must take the darshan of Lord Kedareshwar at Kedareshwar Tirtha. By paying a visit to Datta Kshetra of Pithapur, you acquire the religious merit of visiting all the other holy places. You shall also complete pilgrimage to Mangiri, Vrishabhadari, Shalayan, and other countless centers. By visiting Shri Gauri Kshetra on foot, you shall get relief from the predicament of rebirth. Dear disciples, you must undertake pilgrimage to all these sacred places in an orderly manner as per the scriptures, as I have already narrated to you. One should abstain from taking bath in holy rivers during menstruation period of those rivers. If one happens to take bath during this period, he will be tainted with flaws. You must necessarily follow what I have told you. If my instructions are properly followed, you disciples shall be absolved from all sins and become eligible to earn religious merit. Besides, you would also get released from the cycle of birth and death. Shri Guruji thus advised his disciples. Guru's beneficial words made an indelible impression on the minds of the disciples. The disciples devotedly prostrated before the holy feet of Shri Guruji and seeking his blessings proceeded for pilgrimage. Namadharaka. Shri Narasimha Saraswati Guruji stayed back at Vaijanath Kshetra for 1 year secretly by being absorbed in penance. I was the only fortunate one to be with him and serve during that period, said sage Siddha. By listening to Shri Guru Charitra, which is celestial cow, one attains prosperity in his life and he also acquires the 4 supreme values of life. Here ends the 15th chapter in the most auspicious Shri Guru Charitra. Shri Gurudev Datta Shri Guru Dattatreya Arpanamastu.